Fighting for our country and patriots love. He fought in Afghanistan. He's standing for something. Frontline lieutenant, born leader, God's gift. Promised to put America first, that's what he did. And we won't back down, we praying for better days. And we can't back down, we gotta keep the children safe. He never changed on Trump, that's what Democrats really want. Unapologetic, not the type to pull a PR stunt. Red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, General Flynn. Red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, General Flynn. Fight like Flynn, patriots stand for something. Thank you for standing tall and fighting for our country. I bleed red, white, and blue, I will die for my patriots. Red, white, and blue, I go to war with my patriots. Red, white, and blue, I fight for freedom with my patriots. Red, white, and blue, USA with my patriots. You know I'm praying for the veterans like General Flynn. Proud American, I love my country, General Flynn. One nation under God, standing tall like I'm General Flynn.
The Obama-Clinton duo, they failed our country by defying America's exceptionalism and betraying our nation's history and our founding fathers' revolutionary spirit that established America on the principles of freedom and democracy.
Who's gonna give a middle finger to the man? Give a damn about Jesus and Jones. Who's gonna fight, turn the wrong into right, throw a punch when your back's to the wall? Who's gonna drive them old trucks? Who you gonna call when you're stuck? How long's like us?
I improvised. I wanted another new device. Hopefully this will be the last one and we'll see how it works out.
We ain't got much. It's more than enough to make a girl fall in love with outlaws like us. We drink our beer
How you guys
5
doing
o'clock,
tonight?
2 for 1 at a bar where they know our last name. We stand our ground, living how we was raised, raise 'em up, boys, 'cause we ain't ashamed. We still got pride in the South. We don't let that flag hit the ground. Outlaws like us, yeah, we're still around. We spit, fight, cuss, and run one-stop like towns. We ain't got much, there's more than enough to make a girl fall in love with outlaws like us. Outlaws like us. But it don't try pushing us. We still got guns in our trucks. Outlaws like us, yeah, we're still around. We spit, fight, cuss, and run one-stop light town. We ain't got much, there's more than enough to make a girl fall in love with outlaws like us, yeah, we're still around. We spit, fight, cuss, and run one-stop light town. We ain't got much, there's more than enough to make a girl fall in love with outlaws like us. Outlaws like us. Who's gonna give a middle finger to the man? Give a damn about Jesus and Joan. They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings, and we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm hearing words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered like. Who's concerned? Not the left or the right. Hope you're ready for the fight. Coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested. The current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested. Pedophiles all get protected. And you can kill a baby anytime if you're pregnant. People so weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the fuck the woman of the year is a man? I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your. Get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
We're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
Is that better?
America!
Sorry, guys.
You know, if you travel around this country, you'll notice that it ain't all this and it ain't all that. But it is a little bit of everything. All kinds of places and all kinds of people together.
We're all equal. Right now, we the people. Now is the time we do no see no evil. It's just blue sky. The winds blow and the birds fly. In formation, one nation under God. Where there is affliction, Louis Vuitton. The price is true religion is straight up from the hood to the city. Way out in the states, the whole world's only got one country like this.
American boy. Yeah, this is the land of the free. Many have died on that beach. Many have given their life for the country so you could be let off the leash. Preach, I'ma go get it, no breaks. I'ma hustle, forget the snowflakes. This American muscle, I carry the muzzle. If you don't work, there is no cake. Hey, American boy, till I'm dead and gone. Till they bury me and I'm set in stone. I'ma lead the fight, I don't need the right. I'ma preach Christ, I'ma let it be known. This is the home of the brave. I'm not alone in my zone on the wave. The strong survive, and we on the rise. If you pay it, you gon' be a slave. I'm willing to die on this hill. I'm an ally, man, I gotta be real. I'm having the time of my life, I'm aligning with Christ, so I don't gotta be popping them pills. So stand strong, get thick skin. Put your pants on and stop whimpering. Man, I'm gung-ho, my chips are in. Oh, American boy, are you listening? God put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'ma fight the devil, I won't let him slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. Christ came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change up for the foolery. And I'ma follow God, become a new of me. And I'ma be a rock and you ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy.
This is the home of the brave. Many have signed up and died for this place. Dude, I got shot and went through all the bomb blasts, and just so that Star-Spangled Banner could wave. Goodbye to all of you fakes. Counterfeit one to a snake. Right when you're climbing, they trying to fight you, man. Tyson, bro, what does it take? Ay, American thug, what they calling me? My skin tattoos all on me. Mohawk leather all on me. But you do not see the God in me. Always been a king, mama telling me. Never mind the ones who was doubting me. What about my brother who's proud of me? My family, they proud of me. I'm willing to fight in the field. Did it before in the war and I will. Try this one home and I'll steer it alone. If it means that I'll give you all something that's real. Fall in attention, blue diamonds, what I'm giving. It's simplified to the very end. American, you listen.
God put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'ma fight the devil, I won't let him slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. Christ came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change up for the foolery. And I'ma follow God, become a new of me. And I'ma be a rock and you ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy.
I never imagined a day I would hear so many Americans say they won't stand for the anthem, but communists bound to attacking our freedom to pray. Even go as far to allow mockery of my Christian faith while blocking thee. People that respond to the mockery with true facts, love, and no apology. I'm pushing back against all of it. Council culture, man, y'all shoving, no sellout. I'm out of y'all budget, I'm a patriot, no Paul tucking. Years now, I'm been a family guy with Air Force before 25. Beat poverty and that mindset in this great land with millions strive to immigrate every year. Let freedom reign, but your belly here. Come up for our guns, make it disappear. Shall not be infringed, very clear. Stop playing victim to criticism and left the prison like Craig Long. Now I'm independent and I run a business. If you offended, then you're dead wrong, boy.
God put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'ma fight the devil, I won't let him slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. Christ came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change up for the foolery. And I'ma follow God, become a new of me. And I'ma be a rock and you ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy. God put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'ma fight the devil, I won't let him slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. Christ came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change up for the foolery. And I'ma follow God, become a new of me. And I'ma be a rock and you ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy. All the way from the Northwest, down the coast to California, American boy, and all the way down to Mississippi. We just some American boys trying to bring the world together.
When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old old cotton field back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle, in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. But when them cotton balls get rotten, you can't feed very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle, in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. In them old cotton fields back home.
My papa told me, son, this country wouldn't fall for by men who run. So get your rifle and get your gun, and tell them all this when they come. Don't tread on me. Come on, come on. Don't tread on me. Say it again. Don't tread on me. Yeah, yeah. Don't tread on me. Have mercy on their souls, for the ones who trespass against us when they come to take our guns and get lit up like it's Christmas. Hellfire through the homeland. Lord, we beg and plead. How much blood are we gonna bleed until they finally set us free? I'm just a broke man from the bottom, but I refuse to be quiet. They gonna have to lock me away or put me inside a mental asylum. To this day I hear them sirens. I know it's coming ahead. I just pray for the ones I love and thank you, God, for my daily bread. Amen. So hated or love it is coming for sure. Loaded and cocky, get ready for war. My granny, my papa, they passing the torch. Only big dogs hopping off the porch with shotguns and thick skin. When the time comes, either sink or swim. Never bow down, we rise up. It's in our blood, we play to win. My papa told me, son, this country wouldn't fall for by men who run. So get your rifle and get your gun, and tell them all day when they come. Don't tread on me. Come on. Don't tread on me. Say it again. Don't tread on me. Yeah, yeah. Don't tread on me.
Does he see in a time how many are laughing now? Better pray up to God when these times get hard. Better learn how to stand your ground. It's the weak that'll fall when they come for a song. Stand tall and say it loud. Don't tread on me, so help me, Lord. Don't tread on us, or there's gonna be a hell of a war. My papa told me, son, this country wouldn't fall for by men who run. So get your rifle and get your gun and tell them all this when they come. Don't tread on me. Come on, don't tread on me. Say it again, don't tread on me. Yeah, don't tread on me. Don't tread on me, so help me, Lord. Don't tread on us, or there's gonna be a hell of a war. Don't tread on me. Say it again, don't tread on me.
Marie would get it right if you search him, like how many of them there are. But his middle initial is J. Yeah. You gotta get on Marie. Oh, I can get it.
Say they gon' stamp it on your forehead and scream it till you break. They love to say they woke, they not awake. They're just names, afraid of anyone who ain't the same. So they classify your thoughts as controversial, not okay. Then they cancel you till every. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world cause they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil, I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive, I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated. Call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy. Call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names.
Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing.
We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain.
Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore.
Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing.
Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame.
Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
Your sticks and your stones might break my bones, but your words don't hurt.
Look at me, your worst.
Stupid,
poser, moron, liar, crazy, loner. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all ain't tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
Grandeur was quaked before, moved by the sound of his voice. The seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken from my regard. And through it all, my eyes are on you. And through it all, it is well. And through it all, my eyes are on you. And it is all. And this mountain that's in front, through it all, my eyes are on you. And it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust when still know his name. So let go, my soul, and trust in him. The ways and winds still know his name. So let go, my soul, and trust in him. The ways and winds still know his name. And it is well with my soul. It Through it all, it is well. And through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is.
Hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. And I dare not trust the sweetest praise, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. So when darkness seems to hide His face, I rest on His unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the day. Christ the cornerstone, we made strong in Savior love. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord of all. there in His mind. Blessed in His righteousness alone. Boldly standing before the throne.
When I was locked inside my head, when I
yes for me, and then you took my hand and raised me high. I'm alive, I'm on fire, and your spirit burns with desire. You set me alive, bright-eyed, and with nowhere to hold it inside. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to thank you, yeah, thank you. I wanted to thank you, yeah, thank you, just thank you. I wanted to thank you, yeah, thank you, just thank you. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm alive, I'm on fire, and my spirit burns with desire. You set me alive, bright-eyed, and with nowhere to hold it inside. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm alive, I'm on fire, and my spirit burns with desire. You set me alive, bright-eyed, and with nowhere to hold it inside. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you.
There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There is power. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, to break every chain, to break every chain, to break every chain, break every
shelter here in DC. And today they made tilapia with lemon butter sauce and scalloped potatoes and a salad and a roll. And I told her that I used to work at a fine dining restaurant and we sold that and I call them my show. I'll let you know momentarily.
Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. Sing it out, sing it out. There is power in the name of Jesus. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks round Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days they called her Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn, prettiest woman you ever laid eyes on. Ever laid eyes. Then a man alone decreased it by her side and promised her he'd take her for his bride. Oh, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Oh, and did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in
with Brian, and I told him that everyone in the stratosphere has been wondering where Matt is, and he said Matt wasn't going to call in tonight, and I don't know why, but maybe, I don't know. I have no idea why he wasn't going to call in, but now Brian's going to tell him that y'all miss him and would like to hear from him, so maybe he'll call. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm gonna pick up some of these empties, Lord, as soon as I find where they lay. Right off them jolly and leaving mines on a long hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, picking up barges on a long hot summer day.
David and Sean will be traveling to Georgia. I believe they're leaving in the morning. And if anybody would like to help them along their way,
well, I got me a gal in Beacon. She's a good old gal, okay. Oh, she's sitting there waiting by a window fan on a long hot summer day. Every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off on summer day. Well, last night we had pork for supper and tomorrow be chicken consomme and a fruit jar full of iced tea on a long hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, picking up barges on a long hot summer day. Yesterday, gonna get off down in Auden on a long hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, picking up barges on a long hot summer day. On the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long hot summer day.
Let's bow our heads and pray for this nation that we live in. This may be our last days, but we won't break.
Hello, did I call it a bad time? So, yes, this is Matt DeSilva, again calling from the Patriot Pod, otherwise known as Chez Don Jean, where all of our food is created with ingredients sustainably sourced by free-range vending machines.
So you have a healthy supply of sodium and carbohydrates.
Exactly. Yeah. I woke up this morning and I had like yellow rings around my eyes, and I had my wife look it up, and apparently that's the carbs coming out of my skin.
Oh.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Brian was
It goes
telling me
away.
about the sodium, like it makes his face burn if he has too much. So he can't really do the spreads.
Yeah. I miss cooking all my own food, because after I lost my job, I used to do all the cooking at home in order to save money. It was a great way to cut corners. It actually was much healthier too. So I worked from home and just sort of freelancing, and I would cook and handle all the kitchen stuff. And now the thought of my wife trying to make stuff in my kitchen just fills me with dread. But I'm sure she's making out okay. I just talked with her earlier. She's doing all right. She's doing all right.
I'm sure your wife feels like it's her kitchen.
I told her not to touch it while I was gone.
I said just wash it and put it back in the garage.
Yeah. So today I happened across Epic Times from August 9th, and man, there are some sources of news that are actually worth reading, and Epic Times is right up there. They had some articles about January 6th. There was an article about an independent reporter who the DOJ is trying to snatch up for his footage. And he's been researching the fact that on January 6th there were actually some Army intel people out in the field. And that's really scary if you think about it. That's a whole other story, because the Army doesn't, like the CIA, the Army really doesn't have permission to do a mission like that among civilians. So
well, I think a lot of people have said for a very long time that the military is involved with January 6th. And we'll see what happens, what we uncover through, investigative research, because we definitely know it's going to be us doing it and not the mainstream media.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I did see some people who I thought they had mysteriously Russian accents, and then there was that rumor that there might have been Ukrainians there, and I'm sure those accents are probably indistinguishable for me, because I'm not really, versed in that language or that area. But I did think that was very unusual at the time. The guy there said, like, next time, and that just sort of pushed them down the stairs. It's like, shut up and let's go home. But there's so much information in other sources. I would highly recommend getting Epic Times or watching it. If you've got Roku, you can get the app for it. There's some good shows there, Counterculture being one of them. And I was thinking last night about that appellate court ruling, and I'm not sure, but I feel like that would be an example of Phase 4 coming to DC. But I have to read more about it, and I haven't been able to get my hands on a lot of that information yet. I get snippets here and there. I got a few snippets from a Julie Kelly article. It sounded like the Chief Justice Earl Howell originally was very much against having lower charges tried in her courts. She's no longer there. Who is it? Boasberg is in charge of that now, but she was quoted in that decision. So I would like to see more of that, to see if this is really Phase 4 behavior. If divestment has finally come to the DC judiciary. If that's the case, it's the nature of divestment that only a few people can get out before the panic sets in. and we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens the next few months.
Yeah.
I don't. There's a reason why federal judges don't like to be put in the spotlight, and it's a lot because nobody wants anybody to be looking at their dirty work.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. It's like usually you have a right to have a public trial, but that's not really the case in DC, is it? They don't let cameras in there. They control who goes in and out of those courtrooms, and all we really have to go by are the transcripts, and those don't reveal the whole story, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. It's definitely a totally different experience sitting in the courtroom. And a lot of people think that they control who comes in and out of the courtroom, but that's really not the case. In the bigger cases, the more high-profile cases, there is like a lottery system to who will get into that actual courtroom, but there's always an overflow or 2 or 3, depending on how big the case is. So, and I tell people all the time, please come to DC, come sit in the courtroom for a day and see what's happening to your rights. Because they're all of our rights. Just because y'all are the ones being violated right now doesn't mean that our rights aren't being violated. Everybody's rights are being violated, not just yours.
Oh yeah. Did you get a chance to meet Mario yesterday? I heard he called in.
Him on the phone. Yes.
Yeah. Did he tell you about the crying FBI agent?
No.
That's an interesting little anecdote that while he was being taken away, he told the FBI agents, he was like, this is how it happens. First they take your guns, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said that after a while of talking to the FBI agents, one of them finally a tear ran down his cheek, and I thought that was just the greatest story ever.
All these agents that are just following orders and only doing their jobs, I'm sorry, but there is hell to pay for those people. Like, what you're doing is completely a false, it's a disgrace. I can't even think of another word right now. I'm so angry about it. But it really, truly is a disgrace. And I asked the FBI agents that arrested my husband that morning, I said, are y'all out here just arresting white men on their way to work in their work boots? Or are you also going out and getting Antifa and BLM? I just want to know. And, they, of course, didn't want to answer that question, but we know the answers to that question. I asked if they had picked up any sex traffickers lately, but they, of course, aren't working on those cases because they're so busy picking up J6ers.
It's really shameful to think about it, but there's a large group of there's too large of a population, a very large segment of our population that would rather just do the day's work, collect the paycheck, and go home than to cause trouble. You have 2 exceptions. You have Seraphim and Friend, the 2 FBI whistleblowers, but the rest of them think that it's worth it to go through with just one more day of this craziness. They're hoping, I think, if they're good people, they're hoping that this will get cleared up later on. If they're smart people and they've read a history book, they would know that this doesn't get fixed until they stop.
Right.
And that means putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation, putting yourself in the line of fire, so to speak. Your career will be in jeopardy, yes, but you'll be able to go to sleep at night and not feel like an absolute dirtbag who betrayed your country and your countrymen.
I'm sorry. I hate to remind people that we didn't bring this fight. Mm-hmm. This fight was brought to us. So it's not about just, making it through the day and not causing problems. The problem is already here. So people are going to become very uncomfortable. It's just, which way do you want to become uncomfortable? Do you want to become uncomfortable because we live in a totalitarian world where we have no voice, we have no rights, we have nothing? but complete government control? Or do you want to get uncomfortable because you stood up for something and you had morals and standards and values and you were a decent human being and had American patriotism? I don't know. I'd rather be on this side of it. I would much rather be on this side of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel so much sorrow for prosecutors and the agents who worked on my case, and the guy who showed up at the my trial, who obviously was not within physical fitness standards for the FBI, so I don't know what kind of deal he got. But I mean, this is I have nothing but pity for them. I mean, well, there's more than pity, but I can't believe that they think that this is a good idea, that this somehow gives them respectability or prestige in this day and age. The longer you wait to do something about this, all you FBI agents listening out there and all you DOJ, AUSAs, the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're absolutely listening. Hey, guys, the longer you wait, the harder it gets. And if you think it's just going to get better with whoever comes next, you know, on the Democrat side, because you plan on cheating anyway, that's not the case. Because the beatings are going to continue until everyone submits.
Unless they stand up, you know.
Yes, unless we stand up. Yeah, it's the nature of bullies. The minute you start resisting them, they start backing down. You can see this. You can see that this is something that will happen, because every time they give Trump an indictment, his poll numbers go up.
Right.
You know that the dynamic is at play. The dynamic of resistance, true resistance against actual tyranny, not the faux Dumbledore's army, bureaucrats laboring within the bowels of the swamp type of resistance, but actual resistance against actual tyranny.
Well, that's what we're up against. So I hope that people are ready to get very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Everyone's going to have to go through some very uncomfortable times and ask themselves some very uncomfortable questions and make some very uncomfortable decisions, and then live with some very uncomfortable consequences.
Yep.
That's what this is all about. So.
Absolutely. Well, we're not going to let them silence us, and that is, you know.
That's right. We're still standing.
Yeah.
We got an army.
Yeah. So we've had some small developments here today. We have one of our members. He is representing himself. He's very, very young, but he's decided to represent himself. I actually have high hopes for his ability to flip the script, because in a courtroom situation, there are a lot of things, you know, that attorneys can't do that someone who's representing himself can. So.
Right.
Just how, no, I just would say, everyone needs to pray for him. He's going to, he started today and he's going tomorrow. He's very young, very dedicated, very sincere.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Everyone needs to pray for him.
Yes, absolutely. And all I was saying was that I actually sat in on his jury selection today for a part of it.
Oh,
and,
you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll be there tomorrow and the next, you know, for however long the trial lasts.
Yeah. I don't want to go into the details for him, but it sounded, okay.
Yeah.
It was an interesting story.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a lot to say once the trial is over.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're about to get cut off, so I will hear you singing at 9.
All right. See you guys then.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
So he was talking about Brandon Fellows, and Brandon is, as you heard, pro se. He doesn't even have like a second chair attorney. Like, he's sitting at that table by himself. And there's like 5 prosecutors at the other table. So if anybody's in DC the next few days, wants to support a really awesome patriot, he's in courtroom 2, and Judge McFadden, I'll be there.
Were you there today, Tam?
I was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Jury selection is very boring. It's hard not to fall asleep. There's really no chance of a fair trial here in DC. The judge actually said that when he was asking if anybody worked for the government, had family members that worked for the government, or was friends with anybody that worked for the government, he said, I know that everybody's going to be able to answer yes on this question, but you have to think objectively, and will that information or those relationships impair your ability to be fair? And then another question that I thought was pretty interesting was, and he kept going really heavy on this, was were they capable of listening to a police officer and giving that witness the same that testimony the same weight as any other person? So would they be impartial even though it was a police officer testifying? In which I think they have like a dozen officers on the witness list.
Wow.
So as government, 40% were journalists. There was 2 Bloomberg journalists there. There was a woman there from that used to, her job up until like 6 months ago was the comms director for the Capitol Hill media. So she like knew the court reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of the jury pool lives close to Capitol Hill, so they're all victims.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see who actually gets sat on the jury. And then, of course, the trial, in my mind, is going to be very interesting. Brandon is a very, very smart person. He may be young, but he's very smart. So we'll see what happens. Everybody pray for him for sure.
Yeah, we're praying
and his give, send, go is Brandon. Support Brandon Fellows, I think. If anybody would like to help him out a little bit.
There you go, Brandon Fellows taking on the world. Outside, you know the words. It's good to walk into a den of lions like that. All right, one streamer has a light. All right, one streamer's prepared here, man.
My first rifle was a 243. The papa gave daddy and daddy gave to me. And they taught me to shoot with a steady hand. I guess that's something you don't understand. Now I grew up on a prison farm, sneaking pulled shine from a mason job. Used to go fishing out Pickle Creek down. So I guess that's something you don't understand. When Grandma was in the kitchen, Papa done passed on. We'd sit out on the front porch just to pick it on the song. And there's blood on the table, but we worked for what we had. And I was raised in this land. I guess that's something you don't understand. And I still fly that southern flag, whistling Dixieland.